So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a hand removal. So this is a really common technique used in newborn photography, whether for this with the potato sack pose or like the froggy, where you want to make sure that your hands are on the baby at all times, but then with the magic of Photoshop, we remove the hands so it is just the sweet little baby sitting there. So this is a little guy I did out on the beach. And this is mom. His mom was a photographer as well, so she did the hand holding on this one, or maybe this was dad's hand. I really can't remember whose hands were helping me, but either way, hands never left the baby. I don't always have an assistant with me, so a lot of times I will ask mom or dad for extra hands if I feel like they're willing and capable. Okay, so we're going to want to combine these two images. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up in Photoshop. And these already have my base edits on them, the color, the exposure, everything is good. And the big thing with these types of images is making sure you don't switch your angle. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep the baby's head totally perfectly in the same position, and that's totally fine. But you want to make sure that your camera doesn't really move. If you're in a studio setting, it can be really helpful actually to set up a tripod for these types of shots instead of hand holding. That way you know that your image is going to be from the same exact angle, because baby's not moving that much. So I'm going to take one of the images and move it over into the other. So we now have two layers. And just like in the head swap video, I want to lower my opacity and I want to get these two images to line up as much as possible. And the parts on this image that I want to line up are going to be where the hand is touching the baby. So the top of the head and this side where the wrap in his ear are. This side doesn't matter too much, and underneath doesn't matter too much, because we can always make that blend. But the big thing is making sure that these hands and this background area where we're going to be moving in line up. So I'm on my move tool. Again, V is the shortcut for the move tool. And I am just going to try to line this up as best as I can. Trying to get the top and the bottom to line up. I'm more concerned about the ear and the wrap than I am the hair. And that's just me personally. I can always get that kind of stuff to blend in later. I'm more concerned about his ear and the wrap and the blanket not lining up. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Gonna up my opacity back up. And I'm going to create a layer mask. And my goal is going to be painting out this hand. So the top of his head is good. I mean, I'm not going to have to do too much there. But this hand now is what's going to have to go away. And you could do it the other way. Like, let's say the background layer were actually the one on top. This, I would be lining up the top of the head, since the hand is already gone here. But I'm going to use this image and get rid of this hand over here. Okay, I lost my Wacom pen for a second there. Alright, so I'm going to pop over to my brush tool, and I'm going to do black hides, white shows, so we are on black. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paint out all of this arm. And hopefully, if everything is lined up properly, we'll just be good to go. And it looks like everything so far is lined up. So the real goal with images like this is getting it right in camera. It is so hard to do a composite where you haven't lined things up or planned for it. See? We lined up the wrap and we lined up the ear. So see how nice and simple that was. Everything lined up absolutely perfectly. And I'm not even concerned about the ear looking tucked a little bit.